Welcome back to Dragon Ball Anime Review Part 6, the sixth arc series, which is Fortuneteller Baba, which covers episodes 68 to 82 of the anime, and covers from the manga chapters 97 to 112. Yeah, I think that might. Let me check it out here, just to be sure. I'm just gonna make sure of this. Because I think I may have typed in the wrong thing. Let's see. It's actually 112, not 20. Actually 112. Yeah, so not much of the manga. That's roughly like in the anime. That's roughly 15 episodes. In the manga, that's roughly like I'd say chapters. Close enough. Yeah, but the thing is, the last two episodes are pretty much filler. Yeah, that's the thing with the last like 5 episodes of this particular arc. It's all filler because well, they probably ran out of manga to adapt, so they just do some filler. Yep. So we get a proper introduction to Fortuna Baba here, who is Master Roshi's sister, his older sister. Which from I must have heard different dub with the dialogue. Must be different dialogue I heard. Like, because Goku asks when he meets up with her when he sees Roshi, she's like, "Who's older, you or him?" Like, "I'm older. By how much?" Like, and she's like, "Don't ask a woman her age." Now the reason why. Now here's the thing I thought was so cool. So basically, Roshi recommends because they need to find the last Dragon Ball. So who better to help find the damn thing than just Fortunate Baba? And she's been doing it for 500 years, so they go visit her. And the people go with Goku is basically, of course, Goku gets Upa, because of course Krillin mistakes Upa for a girl, which he apologizes for. It's a boy. Yep. Also, thanks to his battle with Very Army, his clothes are pretty much falling apart, so he gotta get brand new clothes. So mostly, these fallen people, aside from Goku and Upa, go to see Fortune Baba. And that's just Puar, Krillin, and Yamcha. Yep. This 5-person crew goes to see them in the jet. Yep. First, they get some Goku to get some food, get some new clothing for him. Because his clothing's like falling apart. And there's this funny bit where he tries changing in the street, and Yamcha like, Goku, put your clothes back on. Don't change in the street. And of course, he changed to a brand new attire, which he keeps his outfit until the end of the saga. Yeah. Because he switched outfits again at the end of it, thanks to the return of a particular character. Now, who makes a debut in this particular arc? Well, let's see. Besides Fortuna Baba, we have debut of the titular character of next saga, Tien Shinhan Chaozu. Yeah, though the appearance is mostly filler, but they mostly appear in the very next arc of the series. Aside from those two, we have Ino Chika-chan. He's just a one-shot character. I think he's just a filler character. Yeah. Let me think here. We have debut of Baba's Fighters, which is basically a vampire, a mummy, a devil man, and the Invisible Man. But this is basically first the Fangs, then the Invisible Man, then the mummy, and then the devil man, and then finally the Masked Man, which I'll reveal who that is. And this is the character's first of 2 appearances he makes in the anime when he appears here. He appears in this saga, and he appears toward the end of the Piccolo Jr. saga in mostly filler stuff. Yep. So, first we have Krillin. And of course, they have to basically ask a fortune for what his Dragon Ball is. So, like, pay me 10 million zenny. No, we're not paying that. Okay. How about Fight My Fighters? Okay. So, they go and fight the fighters. First up is Fangs the Vampire. Yep, and Krillin's up first, because why not? Krillin's got a tough time, and at one point he actually bites Krillin's head, starts spitting out blood out of his own head. He turns a tomato, and apparently he's like feeling dizzy, so because he lost a lot of blood. So basically, he spends the rest of this portion of the arc with bandages on his head and having an IV give himself a blood transfusion. So then we have Uar and we have Upa and Puar face off against him as well. Two small little guys face off against Fangs. Baba doesn't have a problem with it, but basically they come with a genius idea. Have Upa eat some garlic and have Puar turn into a porcupine, disabling his teeth. And then having, this is so hilarious, having Upa make a cross, which scares him. And that's how they beat him. And after they beat him, okay, next up is Yamcha versus the Invisible Man. And at one point he tries hearing them. Also, I should point out for continue, this field is covered with some grass on it. Baba, I get the fact you're rich, but you can afford some weed killer. Make this place look nice. But nope, she probably just doesn't really freaking care. Yeah, and so Currently comes to a genius idea. Goku, go get Master Roshi and Bulma. Yeah, and of course, he finds them. First he goes to the house, can't find them there. And finds them, of course, he basically knocks the window, drags Roshi and Bulma out. And of course, the kind of launch turns to a bad launch and saves them from crashing. And I thought this was so hilarious the way they get the Invisible Man. It's one shot at this. Okay, Bulma stand here, Master Roshi stay here, and then Krillin does unthinkable. He pulls down Bulma's top and having Roshi spit out blood out of his nose, which is typical for perverts to do, and lands right at the Invisible Man. And he's able, and once Yamcha sees him, he proceeds to beat the living crap out of the man. And of course, Bulma's not happy with it, but Roshi, yeah, he's actually quite happy with that. He has no problem seeing Bulma's chest. And of course, Yam turns around and is like, where did that blood come from? I think, it's, hi, Master Roshi. Hi, Bulma. Yamcha, no, does not mean I'm not still mad at you. And then they proceed to change it where Yamcha fights up against a mummy. Yes, a mummy. And this mummy, while fighting him, Yamcha nearly gets killed by this man, but before this match happens, Baba takes Goku to the room, offers a bunch of because I'm sure he's probably hungry, and offers to join him. Him join her. It's like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I decline. Yep, and Yamcha is nearly killed by the mummy during his match. He does give up, and he does. Of course, Goku saves him, and then Goku fights him. And it's a pretty someone. At one point, Goku is wrapped in his bandages. He always gets out by using the acid from the reader, which is called the Demon Toilet. I am not kidding about it. It even has a freaking giant roll of toilet paper. Yep. So after he's freed, he proceeds to punch right in the gut, and that's it for him. And then we have a match with the Devil Man. Yeah, Spike the Devil Man, which according to Roshi actually fought in a couple of the martial arts tournaments. He actually won them. Yeah, probably years prior to the series. And Goku, he uses this particular move on him, where I think it's like using a person's negative thoughts against them, and it doesn't work on Goku. Why? Because he's pure-hearted. Yep. So he beats him, and then comes Mysterious Masked Man. And Goku and Roshi thinks he's familiar. No one else knows who he is. And he's like, can we change scenery? And I'm like, oh, you want to take him on? Okay. So basically they fight, and the fighting styles are so similar, and Roshi realizes who the Masked Man is. It's Goku's deceased grandfather, Gohan. Yep, making his first ever appearance in the series physically, because he was mentioned frequently prior to this. And then after he knocks out his tail by accident, though Goku himself, when he finds out this is Gohan, he's not mad at him per se, because it was just an accident. He could go back anyways. And he's like, yeah, so happy to see you. And of course, because he had not seen him since he actually died, his emotion is understandable. And then of course he sees Roshi like, hi, Master Roshi. Yep. And I'm like, Goku, why don't you introduce your friends to your late grandfather? I mean, that would have been nice. And of course, thank you, young lady, for helping him out. Doesn't know her name, just referred to as young lady. Like, Goku, introduce your grandfather to your friends. I mean, besides, he knows who Master Roshi is because he's one of his students. But, yeah, I'm like, okay. And then it's like, thank you for this, and he disappears. And don't worry, he actually does come back in the King Piccolo arc. Well, he comes back toward the end of the arc for Piccolo Jr. Yeah, the arc that introduces the Piccolo that people see in DBZ. That's the arc where he makes his debut. And then we get the fortune, and it's revealed that I kind of forgot about this portion of the Fortune Baba arc because it's been sometimes I completely forgot about this. Okay, the last Dragon Ball was with Pilaf. Where the heck he found the damn thing? And the reason why they couldn't find it was because they were jamming the radar. And Goku finds them, and well, of course they found his weakness is his tail because apparently watching his fight between him and his late grandfather. So they try to pull his tail, but can't find the tail, and then Shu proceeds to burn off his freaking pants, because of course he does. And Antha beats all of them. Is like, okay, and then Shu gives up his outfit because my guess is the reason why he took Shu's outfit, and this is my personal guess, because he burned his clothes, he's taking his attire. And by the way, my Shu and Pilaf are not sending into the start of King Piccolo, which that should be interesting to cover that particular arc. Yep, and then, oh yeah, in case you're wondering, Goku wears this particular outfit for the last few episodes of this particular arc, because basically Yamcha asks to become a student of Roshi. Roshi accepts reluctantly, and he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna do some travel." Of course, Goku, Roshi goes, "Oh, you got stronger. Why don't you go travel?" Okay, but without the Nimbus. Yep, Nimbus disappears. Yeah, it doesn't physically appear in this set of episodes. My only guess is the reason why that the animators chose to do this was because the Nimbus Cloud didn't appear again for quite some time. So Saber's return, obviously. So he does various things, like he goes to Demon Land to free a princess, and of course fighting another demon, which this demon only appears in one episode. He fights up against a couple people named Terror and Plague, who, if they're not there for attendance or provided food, they'll put him in the gourd. Like Goku beats him pretty easily, and that's it for them. There's another episode that introduces Tien and Chaozu. Let's see. Oh yeah, meets up with the character Fox guy, this is where he runs to Fortune Baba again. And as far as I could tell for the series, after this episode, I don't think Fortune Baba is seen again until, and I'm thinking about this. I think next time she's seen is probably either in King Piccolo or the start of DBZ. It's probably the next time you see her after this, because she comes basically in a convertible limousine. Yep. So find out where these people are. Doesn't charge a fee for it, and finds people, beat them up, and well, he turns over New League, goes back to school, and Goku proceeds to swim straight to the island, and he runs some tigers. Apparently, kills them off screen because they apparently probably chose to eat his clothing, so the clothing he was wearing, Shu gave him, and he proceeds to run all the way there wearing a loincloth. Yep, says, well, took you a while. Well, you told me not to use the Nimbus Cloud. Yep, so it was almost like last minute. Of course, Roshi, of course, registers first Krillin, Yamcha, and he registers as Jackie Chan. And then he registers Goku. He's like, Goku's here, can I still register? I was like, sure, no problem. And then we have the preliminary matches for the Tien Shinhan stuff, which I'll get to that one later. But yeah, that's pretty much the Fortuneteller Baba saga in a nutshell. I mean, aside from Fortuneteller Baba herself and this is also the first time we see her palace, which, here's the thing about this particular place. As far as I know, I don't think this place ever appears in DBZ. Not that I remember, no. I think next time this place appears is actually in an episode of Dragon Ball Super, which I think is also a return of the Ghost. Yeah. But Yeah, not much else to say about these set of episodes. Yeah, it's something of this particular arc, aside from Baba herself and the first appearance of Gohan, there's like no other major character who makes, well, you have Tien Chaozu, but that was a filler episode they did before the action. Aside from those four characters, not a lot of really major characters appear in this particular arc. And there's one character, Spike, he's mentioned in King Piccolo, but yeah, the rest of the characters appeared in this arc, like Fangs, Bandages, and Invisible Man. I don't think they physically appear after this. No, not that I can think of, no. hmm But yeah, not much else to say about this particular set of episodes. They're pretty good. Yeah, it's quite short. It's only 15 episodes. I'm on currently Tien Shinhan right now, which I've got like 11 episodes left. I'll probably get a chance to view that probably later on today, okay? So yeah, that's a particular review. The only reviews I'm going to do today are review of a new chapter of One Piece, and this is a surprise. I saw the article for this. My Hero Academia is resuming its dub, which I'm so happy with. Another new episode's released. Expect new review of that new episode plus new chapter of the manga, and Demon Slayer. So next video will be One Piece, and I'll wait a while to do a little bit to do My Hero Academia. Okay, do this next video, which will be One Piece. Bye.